Feeling a little better. Okay. All right. I'm good. Just checking to see if I was good because for some reason it was it went black. So, what's going on, YouTubers? My name is Robert Serrano Jr. Natural Born Thriller, Good Boy Gone Bad, and welcome to WWE SmackDown and 205 Live Review, the show from May 1st, 2018, as we reach into a new month for WWE and for um this of life too. Um, I'm trying to adjust everything here. I'm about to go through SmackDown right now, and then I'll get to 205 Live. But SmackDown from May 1st, 2018. This will be the go home show for WWE Backlash 2018. So this will be the WWE 2018 go home show edition. What comes to because let's face it, WWE wasn't going to do anything with these guys anyways. It's like it was just a waste of their time. But I guess because of the whole Enzo Amore debacle, with him being accused of raping, you know. But enough of that. So let's get to SmackDown. The show opened up first with a replay of what happened with Shane McMahon at the Greatest Royal Rumble that took place in Saudi Arabia with Braun Strowman to get him by the throat and chokeslam out of the ring to eliminate him from the Rumble straight through the broadcast table. So also it moved away from that screen, from that big TV monitor to Paige, who is the SmackDown general manager, and she announced that due to that action from this match, Shane McMahon was not there tonight, and Paige will be there in charge of SmackDown, and yeah, let's just say about that. Then she's now in charge for until Shane McMahon is clear to come back, you know. So the show opened up first with them in the ring for this Miz TV segment with the host, The Miz, and his special guest. He talks about Seth Rollins that he's going to go after him at Backlash for the Intercontinental Championship. And he was going an intense promo, a passionate promo, a fire up promo about how he made that belt relevant. He made it prestigious. He made it mean something, and he wants that belt back. Which, by the way, folks, spoiler alert, he ain't winning that belt. Now, as long as the United States Championship belt is still on SmackDown, because of what happened at Saudi Arabia with Jeff Hardy and Jinder Mahal. So then Miz operates out Jeff Hardy as a special guest, and basically try to stir things up with Jeff Hardy about the whole thing with Randy Orton, about interrupting him, disrespecting him. And then he says that that Jeff Hardy is not his only guest, so he brings out Randy Orton too. Randy Orton comes out. Randy Orton talked about this whole thing with Jeff Hardy about interrupting him when during the Superstar shakeup. Randy Orton didn't care, and based on what we hear about him, didn't care anyway. So, but I do gotta say this about Randy Orton. He's now moving to having a clean shave again and having that haircut that he had back in 2004. Um, still being called the Viper, but yeah, Randy Orton's like he's got respect for Jeff Hardy, and Jeff has respect for him too. They basically respect each other. And Miz is trying to stir things up between the two because they're going to be opponents at Backlash for Randy Orton. Explained that rematch that he won, that rematch. Well, he could just invoke his rematch clause, which makes no sense at the time. But yeah, also when Shawn Benjamin comes out, he makes a pleasing case that he beat Randy Orton last week. And I say to myself, yeah, you beat him, but it doesn't matter. It wasn't to determine who's going to be the number one contender. Yeah, Shawn Benjamin beat Randy Orton last week. Big deal. What's that supposed to mean? That means that he should be the guy in line. But in a way, folks, I said before that Shawn Benjamin was going to find his way to be in that next championship picture. He's not, by the way. It's still going to be Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy. But yeah. So basically, we get a brawl going out between Randy Orton, The Miz, Jeff Hardy, and Shelton Benjamin. Basically, Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy teaming up, fighting off The Miz and Shelton Benjamin. Um, and then this led to a match after Orton and Jeff cleared the ring. This made a match during the commercial break. So it was Shelton Benjamin and The Miz versus Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy. Uh, that match itself was pretty decent. It went on about, I guess, for a good 15 minutes, I believe, because it went um they went to commercial break, and then they rest for a good amount of 10 minutes, I believe. But again, it felt like it was if it felt like if they rested for like about 15 minutes or maybe longer too, but still, it ends up being a match. And then in the end, you got Jeff Hardy. Well, first, Randy Orton going from the RKO out of nowhere to Shelton Benjamin. And then Jeff Hardy finished it off with the Swanton Bomb. So basically, Jeff Hardy and Randy. So yeah, that was that. And then we get Jeff Hardy getting RKO by Randy Orton because Randy Orton. I didn't get to mention this during the Miz TV segment. Randy Orton says that because Miz was trying to get these two to fight together to fight, just stir things up. Randy Orton's like, no, I'm not gonna do what you want me to do. I do when I do it. When I strike, and that's what and that's exactly what Randy Orton did. He did on his time. So he struck Jeff Hardy after the match. Leading up their the finishing touch of the go home show for Backlash. And we'll get and I'll get to the preview of it if I can later on tonight. And by the way, folks, my voice is still not feeling well. My voice, but it's getting better. Hopefully it gets better by tomorrow. Renee Young interviews the Iconics, Billy Kay and Peyton Royce. Basically, Billy Kay and Peyton Royce. Also, she was going to interview the SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella, and Renee Young's wondering where is she. And Carmella didn't want to come with the Iconics on purpose because Renee Young did not was not going to do a proper introduction, I believe, for Carmella, whatever. So the Iconics was making fun of Renee Young. Renee Young was like, taking the offense of that and having interaction with those two. And they also the Iconics told to beat it, beat it, just beat it. They didn't actually say that, but I'm just saying they sort of scram. So the Iconics decided to give Carmella the introduction. Carmella comes in, and and folks, I could care less. I don't care about Carmella. Don't care about her being women's champion. And guess what? Near the fans. And we'll get that later. And what I mean by that is later on, I'll talk about the match between the Iconics and Carmella versus the female. I'll see it for later. Basically, they go up against Asuka, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair. So again, I'll get to that later. We see an exclusive interview that was from the Great Royal Rumble from Wilkins and Daniel Bryan, basically discussing that Daniel Bryan couldn't be there because of chest infections because of his chest was all bruised up because of Roger Strong's knife edge chop for that Great Rumble. So of course WWE decided to have not be to be on SmackDown, even though he was there at the SmackDown was over. Yeah, he was still there, folks. And guess what? He wrestled against Shinsuke Nakamura. So, anyways, so we get the bar. Cesaro and Sheamus walking backstage about they got their official new contracts. SmackDown contract. Also, we seen the New Day out there acting like fucking dumbasses again, and I didn't care for this, folks. So this led to a match, basically. Basically, what happened backstage, I didn't hear. I didn't want to hear. I didn't care for it. But they threw away the pancakes. Biggie gets angry because of that. But then it led to Sheamus versus Xavier Woods. Whatever. Rusev and English, they're still alive, folks. Yep, that's right. They are still alive after that casket match from Saudi Arabia against the Undertaker. And then Lana shows up. And I see myself, about fucking time, WWE. I should not do that. Again, I'm not still over this, folks. So English gives Rusev and Lana, proper time. Uh, and then Lana talks to Rusev about this Rusev Day is awesome. Is a great thing. And it is, folks. But WWE, for some reason, they don't see it. And then Lana says, but there's something that's holding you back. And English comes back because he forgot his coat. And then he leaves. And then Lana does this look like, and then do this. Yeah. Basically, in English, it's the guy who's holding Rusev back. Bullshit. What's holding Rusev back is WWE. The people backstage are holding him back. But apparently, WWE is going to do this angle where Rusev and Lana's going to get rid of Aiden English. So yeah, Rusev's still going to be a heel, folks. And I think Aiden English is going to be a baby face. Yeah, ass backwards, folks. We get Big Cass calling a promo about Daniel Bryan, about he's small, how he's. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention. My apologies. SmackDown Live was at Montreal, Canada, and your commentators were Tom Phillips, Corey Graves, and Byron Fagston, who's a faggot. But yeah, Big Cass said that everyone in Canada are the same size like Daniel Bryan, and they're average like Daniel Bryan. And basically, he decides to call out Daniel Bryan, right? So sure enough, Daniel Bryan music hits. It's funny then. They did with with Edge and Christian when it comes to calling out the the midget Dudley boys and the midget Hardy boys. I think it was Edge and Christian calling out the old people of Matt, Jeff, and Lita, and the Dudley boys. I believe I don't remember. I don't remember, but I think if my memory serves me correctly, I think it was the midgets. But if it wasn't funny then at the time either during the Attitude Era. And then when it comes to the Undertaker being called out by JBL, and when JBL was WWE champion, Undertaker comes out is a midget Undertaker. Didn't think it was funny then, and then when it comes to Big Cass doing this, don't think it's funny now. But basically, wrestling hour number one, two matches. No, I'm sorry. No, actually, it was one match. What the fuck? Hour number two. Renee Young interviews AJ Styles, the WWE champion. because in this storyline, um, basically the build up to Shinsuke Nakamura for the title, and also talk about the whole thing with him at Arabia. Call him the the con artist, call him the chief shop artist, and then also when it comes to the match, that's gonna be no disqualifications too. By the way, it was announced on that show that it's gonna be it's not gonna be a regular match because of Nakamura going for low blows. It's gonna be a no disqualification match, so Nakamura can do all the low blows he wants to knock on AJ Styles. So Renee Young asked him, so you're not gonna apologize to Nakamura, and AJ Styles go, oh, Nakamura's apology. Well, how about this? Basically calls out Nakamura out, right? But instead of Nakamura coming out, we get the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. He comes out, and I'm like, holy shit. This reminds me back in TNA wrestling. AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. Hell yes. So Samoa Joe cuts a promo to AJ Styles. You shouldn't be worrying about Nakamura. Well, you should be worrying about someone else who's on SmackDown, and that's Samoa Joe. So he says after when he's done with Roman Reigns, beating him up, beating him and to prove that Roman Reigns is a failure, he's going to go after either Nakamura or Styles, or whoever comes out a Backlash of the SWE champion. And with Samoa Joe saying this, Samoa Joe's got to beat Roman Reigns. But I'll talk more about that one of the preview. So Joe's getting ready to leave, and then Nakamura's music hits. So Samoa Joe's getting ready for on the fight. Nakamura, he's like, come on, let's go. Sure enough, Nakamura come from behind, from to knock onto Styles. The cheap shot artist, low blows. Again, at this point, folks, I don't care. They want to go with Nakamura doing his low blow shots to AJ Styles. Fine, whatever. We got Nakamura chance though. By AJ Styles, fans all started booing him because of that. Nakamura going for the Kinshasa from the back of the head, but he runs to the corner of his head, and he's like, no, 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 I'm not gonna do it behind you. I want you to see me do it to you in your face. Need the face. So sure enough, he did it. Need the face. And Nakamura stands tall. And Nakamura, what comes to this, folks? When it comes to Nakamura standing tall, this is a sign that means he's not going to win. But who knows? But again, I'll talk more about that one in the preview. But yeah, I thought it was a good segment though. Now we get to Becky Lynch, Asuka, backstage. Basically, Becky Lynch talking to herself backstage about costing the tag team match last week. And then Asuka comes in and says it's okay, it's all right. And then all of a sudden, Charlotte Flair comes in. She comes a promo. I don't remember what she said, but then Asuka said that we are the female Avengers. I laugh at that, by the way. So yeah, I thought that was funny because it was obviously because of Asuka, but Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair. Here's the thing with Becky Lynch, folks. When she was talking backstage, I couldn't understand what she was saying. It sounded like she was just mumbling. And Charlotte Flair, she does not have on the promo skills like her father has. So then we get Smith versus Xavier Woods. This match, I didn't watch. Uh, I didn't watch most of this match, folks. I did watch the end parts of it though. Basically we have Big E, Kofi, and also Cesaro at ringside. Basically, yeah, I didn't care for this match, folks. This match this meant nothing to me. And then, sure enough, Sheamus loses to Xavier Woods. Yeah, Xavier Woods getting ass kicking the match by Sheamus, just for Xavier Woods to get an upset on Sheamus. Also, we get Absolution being. Oh, I'm sorry. A recap of what happened last week on WWEexclusive.com. Basically, it's not that, I don't know. WWE.com exclusive, I believe. Uh, Absolution, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville making fun of Becky Lynch, trying her and all that. Then we get to Paige backstage in her office, and then she basically has Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville from Absolution come into the office, and they all hug and everything. They're all embracing. and they say, and they're basically goofing around and all that. I like, to me, I didn't see it. I didn't like it. To just be honest. But basically, Paige says that next week, you have Paige sets a match for Mandy Rose next week. Mandy Rose is like, awesome, she'll get a women's championship title match then. And Paige is like, nope, you're getting a match against Becky Lynch. And if you want to be a women's champion, you have to earn it in the win matches. So Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose look confused and everything. They're like, but wait a minute, we're supposed to be friends, we're absolution, about something about favoritism. And Paige was like, yeah, about that. Absolution is dead. And there was an awkward moment of silence, and that was it. So all I can say is, folks, thank you, God. Hopefully, this means Mandy Rose comes out by herself, and Mandy Rose comes out with her own theme music, and Sonya Deville can go out on her own and have her own theme music. Will it happen? I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out next week. We get a promo. I mean, a video vignette of Selena Vega and Andres on it. And I see myself, uh, this means nothing to me. I want to see them on SmackDown already. So can we please have them on SmackDown, please? Whatever. Maybe they're not done NXT. Right? That's probably why. Maybe they're not done on NXT. But who knows? But I want to see them on SmackDown now because I want to see what they can do for Andres and Selena Vega on SmackDown. Now we get to Asuka, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair versus Peyton Royce and Billie Kay from the Iconics. And SmackDown champion, Carmella. Carmella comes out, folks. No reaction. And she's supposed to be the SmackDown Women's Champion. Oh, but she had reaction on her Money in the Bank cash in. Yeah, because people were excited for Money in the Bank cash in. Now she doesn't have the Money in the Bank anymore. What does she have now? The SmackDown Women's Champion. And what else? What else does she have? So yeah, there's no reason to get behind Carmella. They did so much stamps with Carmella, where people don't care about her. She lost. Think about it. With her being Miss Money in the Bank, she lost all of her matches. Only she's had to go for a win. I mean, go for the ultimate for the ultimate opportunist to catch an Charlotte Flair after the Iconics beat her down. Yeah, and now she got no reaction. They didn't react to her because of her winning the title. They react because of the cash in. Same thing with Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin, no one care about Baron Corbin, which is a shame. He, you should care about him because he's legit. But yeah, they only cheer for him because of the cash in, and it was a failed cash in too. Fuck you, Cena, because of that. But as far as the match was, it was decent. I'll tell you who was good in the match. Asuka obviously was good. Charlotte Flair was decent. Becky Lynch was decent. Billie Kay, trash. Carmella, trash. Peyton Royce, decent. There you go. And the winners from the match were the faces. Or should I say, the female Avengers, according to Asuka. But Asuka got the win on Peyton Royce. Yeah, because Peyton Royce has got to be the one to take the loss. It's unbelievable. I don't get it. They find more appealing with Billie Kay than they do with Peyton Royce. I don't get it. I really don't get it. What the fuck do they see in Billie Kay? I don't see anything in Billie Kay other than her being cute, looking attractive. Peyton Royce the same thing too, by the way. But she can go. She can kick ass in the match in the match, and she's got more of a following. Billie Kay was about Billie Kay that we should get behind her for? Nothing. But whatever. So that was in the SmackDown, by the way. About the end of SmackDown with Charlotte Flair staring down at Carmella. Carmella was on the ramp. Charlotte Flair was on the at ringside. Saying she's gonna be women's champion. I hope she does. And if she doesn't, whatever. I don't care anymore. But I'll talk more about that when I do the preview. Told my wrestling for our number 2 for SmackDown. I believe it was 2 matches on here. Yep, 2 matches. So told my wrestling overall for SmackDown from May 1st, 2018. 3. My overall strong rating, 4 out of 10. 205 Live. Your 205 Live results from May 1st, 2018. This was after SmackDown was over. This was live on the WWE Network. The most exciting hour on television because it's and of course not just him. He's got help too. You have Nigel McGuinness, Vic Joseph, and Percy Watson defeats Hideo Itami and Akira Tozawa in a tag team match, which was a decent tag team match. And of course, there were some issues between Hideo and Tozawa in the end of the match, where Hideo didn't know that Tozawa got tagged in because Tozawa on the blind tag and basically Tozawa tagged himself in, and Hideo didn't know that happened. Referee told him that you can get you that you had to go out, you got tagged out. And then we get to a finish where Akira Tozawa was going to go for his avalanche senton splash, but then D. Brian Kendrick and uh, Hideo Itami was going to go out of here. Kendrick pushes Hideo to the ropes, which causes Tozawa to lose his balance, goes crutch first on it, and then Jack Gallagher goes for his devastating headbutt. Bam! Knocking out Tozawa, goes for the 3 count and the win. So yeah, D. Brown Kendrick, like I said before, D. Brown Kendrick and gentleman Jack Gallagher wins. After the match, Hideo looks disappointed at Tozawa. Tozawa tried to you know the to get close to him, and then Hideo shoves him, pushes him down, walks away from him. So they're gonna tease a breakup between these two, whatever. Um, we get to Buddy Murphy. First he gets the waiting, the waiting from earlier on that night, where he's now back to under the 205 weight, and he says to Drake Madrick, the 205 live general manager, says that he wants that cruiserweight title shot against Cedric Alexander. So Buddy Murphy versus this local competitor. I'm not kidding you, folks. That's what it said there. And if they say his name on the show, I don't remember what was the name. But Buddy Murphy wins total knockout with 3, power bombs on him. And after the match, he starts leaving, but all of a sudden, Cedric Alexander comes out. He looks pissed off. He drops the belt, goes after him, basically beats him up because of the whole thing with Buddy Murphy attacking him. And they show a replay of that on the show. Buddy Murphy attacking Cedric Alexander during his championship coronation at the time. And Buddy Murphy runs away after that, and Cedric goes after him, and then they show after that. Then they show anything about that afterwards. But we get Dasher interviewing Cruiserweight champion Cedric Alexander, and yeah, not much to say about not much to say about that other than he wants to go after he wants to go after Buddy Murphy for what he did. Um, then we get to Drew Gulak defeating Kalisto. Before the match, Drew Gulak put a promo about Kalisto failing to become the Cruiserweight champion because he was doing a lot of high flyings, and you know how Drew Gulak is when it comes to making 205 live a better 205 when it comes to no flat zones and all that. But at the same time, Drew Gulak also talks about how he's you know he's a dangerous man to in 205 live, which is true. And then also they show something about Kalisto with the Lucha house party, Grand Metal League and Lucy Dorado. And basically, Kalisto comes in a promo about he had a great time at Saudi Arabia, but then win the title. But he's going to Drew Gulak, and hopefully I think he may have said he'll get back to the top picture. So the match happens between the two. Good match, by the way. Back and forth action between Drew Gulak and Kalisto. In the end, Kalisto ends up losing to Drew Gulak. When Drew Gulak goes for the Gulak. Also during the match too, by the way, she tried to rip the mask off, but Kalisto fights him off. And Kalisto gets all fired up and beats him up and everything. But yeah, a lot of and by the way, a lot of good submission holds by Drew Gulak too, by the way, which is why he is the submission specialist. But yeah, like I said, Drew Gulak won the match. Then we get the Lucha House Parties coming into to the aid of Kalisto after his loss against Drew Gulak, and there you go. Now the main matches for next week's 205 Live. I think it's one with Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy. Yeah, it was that match that they made up. That they made it. That they made for next week. I don't remember what match they said they was gonna make next week too. Um, but whatever, right? But the match I'm looking forward to next week, which I'm assuming is gonna be the main event match, is gonna be Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy. So we'll see how that turns out. So yeah, that was a 205 Live. 12-hour wrestling for 205 Live, 3 matches, just like SmackDown was. But this one is acceptable because it's just a 1 hour show. SmackDown was a 2 hour show. They couldn't have done more. Yeah, and folks, and by the way, I'm still not over this. My goat. Which is why, by the way, I had to disable the live chat too. So my overall rating for the show for 205 Live, I'm gonna go 5 point. I'm gonna go 6 out of 10. To say it, yeah, it was a good show as usual. So that being said, folks, I'm done. Thank you for watching. This was your SmackDown and 205 Live review. If this is your first time watching me, uh, my name is Robert Serrano Jr., the Natural Born Thriller. Good boy gone bad. You don't like it, beat it. No one wants to be defeated. Please subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you didn't enjoy this video, give it a dislike. The choice is yours and yours alone. And that being said, folks, I'm gonna wrap up from here. Thank you for watching, and maybe later on I might do the preview. But also at the same time, I also need to do the tour. That being said, folks, thank you for watching. You all take care. Peace on the streets. I'll talk to you all soon. But for now,